Oh, okay. It's still fluctuating, but we try. Just a bit later than usual, huh? Just a bit, tiny bit. Hey Moogie, thanks for the wait. Do I get every name? Hey Quan, hey Peppy, Angel, Mike.
Angedust sagt, KSO an und
I see, that is.
Quan sagt,
William. Zarkon, hey.
Pappy says, Peepo clap.
I
Mike
hope I got
says,
everyone.
we should get bonus raccoons for waiting.
I give you 200 raccoons if you get there first. Okay? So at the moment it's stable on 7.8 Mbit. 7.9, 7.8, yeah. But at least it's green now. Okay, we try. If it gets too wild, tell me and I have to... Yeah. I have to at least
Mike
reactivate
says,
Pulsoid.
at Quan, are you open to bribery? Mugiwara says, Peepo clap.
Quan sagt, and I even was a second too late the day after the command was announced.
Don't go to yellow.
Quan sagt, how many Rakkusen do you have, Mike?
So, I have to reconnect Pulsoid. I guess that was too much. It is... No, it hung up. Okay, wait. Pulsoid tired, Pulsoid
Mike
sleeping.
says, fall cry.
So, let's see. Heart rate there? There's a heart rate. Oh, okay. I guess Pulsoid doesn't like disconnecting internet. Okay. So.
Quan sagt, so if you give me 1000 of your raccoons I would let you get it, Kappa.
800. Okay. So, we have a lot to do. If we want to finish that game today. That was already... If I would have started at 7, pretty close. But let's see. Maybe we can make it. So. Do I now have to look there? Oh god.
SciFi sagt, already go.
Speedrun! We speedrun this game now.
Quan sagt, offer is off the table on Saturday. Then we renegotiate.
40 minutes behind.
Just beyond the bulkhead. It appears dormant for the time being.
Can we skip?
Can it be avoided?
Can we skip the dialogue or can we shoot ourselves?
No.
Mike says, wow.
SciFi sagt, Speedrun KSO anon.
Won't be particularly effective against any form of the biomass.
Quan sagt, paper
Very well. I am ready to engage. Can you unlock the harness?
Yeah, I like that damn thing. I'm pretty late.
Now that you are free,
Zobot says, Isipad bank Zoenin.
I strongly
Ouch.
encourage you to brace by maintaining a firm grip on nearby surfaces.
Acknowledged.
Should I have listened this time? No. Wait, how did that work? Oh, I'm free. Okay, wait. We have a gun.
I believe that once
Quan sagt, you had a good chance today because the buffer delayed everything for me after the command was announced.
direct confrontation is currently our only option.
We have a gun.
Threat neutralized. Well done, Jack.
Quan
that's
sagt,
all, okay.
small buffers at the moment.
Extreme levels of radiation in the surrounding area. The wreckage ahead contains a shielded view pane.
Sardist
It
says,
should
F.
offer full protection while
Really?
allowing us to identify the source of radiation.
SciFi sagt, Crash Internet.
It's red. It's red. We came far. Oh no, here. 2 minutes, wow. Yeah.
Quan sagt, delete test.
It's red with 2 to 5 Mbit. It's enough for chat and TTS, but obviously not for video.
SciFi sagt, weiter.
It's still red icy. Even red when it says 7 Mbit. I don't know why.
Mike says, 2 minutes is good in some instances, Kappa. Zoobot says, Brack shake your butt for me.
Oh, it's green! The butt helped! We have green! Speed run! So we tried. It says green. It's stable again. 7.5, 7.9. Okay.
Quon sagt, Test.
Where am I?
Quon sagt, sieht gut aus.
Okay. This way.
William says, yep, that's delayed lol.
So, I have no idea what we're doing. There's a... Is that a hole? It is! So... There was a tick. There was a battery thingy.
That power cell is temporarily distracting the tick. Though, a direct hit to the cell from your pulsar would likely cause it to detonate. That sudden dispersion of energy was quite effective. I advise adding that.
I don't know why I should destroy that power
William
cell.
says, much better.
If it attracts ticks, that's good. They leave me alone.
The debris field ahead offers far less protection from radiation. Extra precaution will be needed to stay out of the light.
Stay out of the light,
I
yeah.
am detecting a significant biomass presence. I strongly advise frequent use of your threat scanner to plan an optimal.
But there's light everywhere.
Acknowledged.
So... Where do we go?
William says, can't wait till next month I may be able to buy new controllers.
Ooh.
Warning to any receiving. Hostile equipment in the area designated.
I have no idea where to go.
Devices will seek vessels.
Okay, we go there.
William says, as mine broke.
Recommend vessels maintain minimum safe distance.
Quon sagt, that moment when you continue a game and don't know where you came from and what you are supposed to do lol.
It would appear
Quon
Delta
sagt,
Squad has
I know that
become
feeling.
familiar with
Okay, that was a
the
shit idea, huh?
Perhaps
There were
that is
ticks.
what caused their vessel to crash.
Given that they began investigating the torpedoes in close proximity, that result is highly probable.
Shields at 95%.
Really?
An energy pulse from the anomaly.
Is it still stable?
I believe so, at least relatively. Nonetheless, we should remain focused on finding a torpedo if we hope to do so before the anomaly collapses.
I have no idea where to go.
Shields at 95%.
95, yeah.
Shields at 50%.
Oh, 50%, but I'm dead. I have no idea.
Operational status report. Delta Squad operating at minimum capability.
William says, hashtag blame LM.
Offline. Delta Actual and Delta 9. KIA. Delta 13.
What is that?
Delta 6. Active, but unable
Everything
to
is deadly.
respond to protocols. If you are receiving, forward to Titan Command.
And I don't know where to go.
Code. Gamma 7 base 2.
Apollo,
Yeah?
should we
William
respond?
says, oops, meant to put in Discord
The
lol.
interference is still too
Okay.
great. Nonetheless, I will continue monitoring the situation.
There are some inactive ticks, and if I get to them, they kill me. Okay. But I don't know where the goal is.
Shields at 95.
Kwon sagt, look at that REM seems good.
Doesn't help if I don't know where to go. So maybe now there.
Magnitude minimal. I believe we still have ample time before our forcible return to the future.
Kwon sagt, the voice said something about entering a code.
Shields at 95.
God, where? There's a power cell.
Kwon sagt, he don't know.
Where's my shield? I don't know.
Shields at 95.
95, huh? Okay. Inside there, maybe? You just stay out of the light.
Shields at 95%.
My shield regaining? I
Kwon
don't
sagt,
understand that
can
system.
replay the audio?
I don't know. Shield is regaining, so I can take cover.
There
Probably
is a faint distress signal emitting from a cavern just
to the
ahead.
cave.
Its frequency is similar to Delta 6's earlier transmission. We should investigate.
Upload still stable?
Kwon sagt, yes.
Okay. So we're in a cave. I see some ticks there.
Kwon sagt, von mir at least.
Huh.
Distress signal located.
It's a CubeSat, one of Delta Squad's recon units.
It appears to be in need of our support.
Mugiwara says, looks okay here too.
Okay. So that little CubeSat needs our help, huh?
Your armament should not cause the ticks to break focus on the recon set. We are safe to engage.
What? I can shoot? Or what?
Kwon sagt, I think you are safe to pest them.
Okay, wasn't they about to tell me I should save that CubeSat? Give me that dialogue. No? There's no dialogue, okay. CubeSat. Come to Papa!
I'm picking up your signal in proximity to reconnaissance satellite 3.
Oh, I don't have a scanner anymore.
Or was Was it Jack?
Jack, we have insufficient time for complications. We should keep our relation to this combat unit as simple as possible.
Yeah.
I will conduct
Keep your
all
distance.
communication with you privately, and I must insist we maintain the persona of
But it's
Delta
bright out
13.
there, so I die.
Very well, Apollo.
Where
Delta
do we
6,
go?
This is Delta 13. I read you. Recon Sat 3 was engaged by multiple hostiles. I moved to assist.
I see. 13. Your return is peculiar, but appreciated. It appears Recon Sat 3 would not have survived its perimeter sweep without your aid.
Evis says, good evening Robot Raccoon.
Yeah, that's...
Is your pod operational?
Affirmative. All systems nominal. Rally at your position.
So tell me where to go.
Acknowledged. Recon Sat 3 will lead the way. Destination, Kronos 2 Bridge.
Evis
But it's
says,
bright out there.
did you have a stream snafu?
Assessing the bio-torpedoes.
Huh? I had a
Acknowledged. We
shit
are en
upload
route.
rate,
13 out.
so we started a bit later.
Well done, Jack. Your replication of tactical speech was convincing.
My experiences with Liv have taught me many things. It would appear that improvisation
Wait
is
for
one
me.
of the most useful.
I hope there are no ticks. That. Wait. Wait. What?
Recon Sat 3, I can see your signal light from here. Proceed with caution. There are hostiles.
Hostile.
Interference from the anomaly. Delta 13, status. Are you experiencing malfunctions again?
Negative. No malfunctions detected.
Acknowledged. Proceed with caution. There are hostiles in the area.
Understood.
Recon Sat 3 is detecting a nearby threat. Advise clearing the area before you proceed.
Threat resolved.
Additional threats detected. I recommend enacting the sweep and clear protocol.
Where?
13. Secure the area and proceed to the Kronos 2 bridge. I require your assistance.
Ticks? Where? There. This is inactive? Oh, I hope so. Okay. Hehe.
All clear. We should keep moving. Shields at 95%.
Ah, come on.
Shields at 95%.
Okay. Hope that was all. There's a robot. Okay. Whee! Hello.
13. It appears you've arrived here
Yep.
intact.
Yep.
Well done.
Nearly.
We need to locate the torpedoes as soon as possible.
Thank you, Delta 6. We should continue our mission immediately.
Agreed. Primary objective. Threat assessment of hostile devices. Secondary objective. Establish a warning beacon for passing vessels.
You are unable to reboot, correct? Perhaps I should take the primary objective.
No! You can do it.
A further encounter with the bio-torpedoes would likely result in operational failure on my part. However, I can still provide some assistance. By leveraging the Kronos 2 systems, I have already performed a sensor sweep. In doing so, I have identified a large number of active torpedoes in a nearby clearing. The results are available here, on the holotable, if you wish to review them.
Can you push the objective to my ARM computer?
Affirmative. I've also included the clearing's coordinates as the associated location marker, should you need it.
Acknowledged.
You may proceed through here to reach the clearing. I will begin efforts toward our secondary objective.
What is it? Delta Squad Primary, Atlas Protocol.
Your assignment.
Dictates we must
Copy that.
perform a threat assessment of the hostile torpedo devices. Proceed through the Kronos 2 bridge, wreckage to the nearby clearing.
It's unlikely Delta 6's secondary objective will be accomplished.
We are fortunate to have their assistance, though. Locating torpedoes has saved us considerable time.
Agreed. The alignment of our objectives is fortunate indeed.
Someone coming with me? No? Okay.
Apollo, if Delta Squad was not able to safely perform their assessment, how will we collect our data on the base genetic material?
Unlike the rest of Delta Squad, you have my assistance. I will bring the entirety of my electronic countermeasure suite to bear against the torpedoes. I am certain I will be able to disable their proximity detonators.
Fair enough. I suppose an advanced tactical AI is quite capable of tipping the scales.
Indeed. To that end, I shall now reconfigure your threat scanner for inspecting the torpedo incubators. Stand by.
Torpedo detonator.
Configuration complete. Your threat scanner should now be able to generate a detailed mapping of the biomass's base genetic material.
Oh yeah, threat
Though
scanner.
the range of the instrument has
What was
been
that here?
accomplished.
I suppose that's a trade-off we'll have to accept.
No?
Indeed. The anomaly is becoming more active. We need to hurry. Dr. Harlan and the captain may be close to having expended the fuel cell.
A biomass torpedo, already detonated. Is there any value in scanning it?
Negative. Dr. Harlan has already gleaned as much as possible from such specimens.
I have no idea how that scanner worked. I thought just trigger. Doesn't work.
Shields at 95%.
What about that torpedo?
Shields at
Nah.
95%.
Apollo, I've located a torpedo. Is this close enough to scan?
Not. Unfortunately, not. No,
We need
no.
to reach the forward
Sure.
end of the torpedo where the base genetic material is housed.
You're certain that we're masked from the detection?
Yes, my countermeasures are holding. It should be safe to approach.
Yeah. But it's
Shields
not
at 95%.
safe to fly there. Do we have enough time?
Shields at 95%. Shields at 30%.
So. Close enough? Maybe not. Yeah, but no. You must perform a threat assessment of the hostile torpedo devices. We must scan an undetonated torpedo to obtain data on the biomeds. I don't have... Do I have a scanner now? What's here? Those are my objectives. I don't have a scanner. Now I see something. Come on. Do I get a dialogue? Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Ah.
13. I've connected conduits from the Kronos activation bay to a mobile reactor. I believe I can repurpose some of the bay's components to act as a warning beacon. With sufficient power, it may be able to overcome the interference.
Acknowledged. I'm still proceeding with the threat assessment.
Copy that. Delta 6 out.
Apollo, is it possible Delta 6 could sufficiently power the beacon to warn the Ithaca?
Unlikely. All evidence from both the present and future indicates they will not.
Apollo, what makes the base genetic material no longer viable once a torpedo detonates?
Dr. Harlan's findings indicated that a sort of catalyzing substance
Maybe that
is
torpedo?
introduced, causing the base genetic material to rapidly form into the spores characteristic of detonation.
Because here nothing happens. I have no idea what to do here. Let's try that one.
Shields at 95%.
Yeah, then fly. Ah, I'm
Shields
dying.
at 30%.
I'm dying. It could be a bit clearer on what to do.
Kwon sagt, I think this game needs a map or navigation system.
Zobot says, William spanked stoned.
They said go in front of the torpedo. Yeah, I went in front. And there was a thingy, but I couldn't report that. And now? Okay. So we try to reach this thing?
95%.
Kwon sagt, could you grab it and take it?
No. So we try again to get there. Then maybe to that rock. And then inside there to this torpedo. Okay.
Shields at 95%.
Yeah, then fly faster. Why?
Shields at
Why?
30%.
Why can't I go faster? But from there to there, I will die again, I guess. Something to grab? I don't think so. Probably incubator.
Apollo,
I can't.
Is this range sufficient for a scan?
It should suffice. However, the torpedo shielding is denser than anticipated. For a successful scan, it appears we'll need to expose the base genetic material. I believe that by interfacing with the torpedo, I should be able to reveal the incubator at the forward end.
Do you need me to do anything?
Possibly. I cannot be certain until I have actually accessed the torpedo
We triggered
systems.
something now?
I advise maintaining full tactical readiness.
I am uncertain what tactical readiness implies.
Apologies. Simply be ready for anything.
Understood.
I will begin once you designate the incubator for scanning.
Okay. Now we have
This
something.
incubator appears viable.
Are you ready to begin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Interfacing now. This is more complex than I had.
Apollo?
The torpedo's defense protocols have activated. It has locked the incubator and is attempting to power its main drive. It's beginning launch procedures. I will stall for as long as possible.
Shall I ride on it?
13. I now have the beacon powered. Unfortunately, the range is being severely limited by radiation and interference from the anomaly.
I'm opening access hatches on the front end. The manual overrides within them should trigger a maintenance mode.
Didn't you say at the front end?
There should be 2 manual overrides near the front.
Override activated.
Perfect. Take care of the one on the opposite side as well. Jack, the launch procedure is nearing completion.
Second override activated.
Well done, though the launch procedure is still online. Perhaps we can overheat the main drive. Enabling maintenance mode gave us access to the torpedo's cooling cells. Remove them.
Remove them. Remove what?
The anomaly is pulsing regularly now. It must be close to collapsing.
Wow. Remove what?
Fortunately, I believe there are additional torpedoes in the vicinity. What we learned here will make us more prepared for a second attempt.
Should I just have let it go? That's all? The torpedo is gone. Second attempt.
Pulse register. Shields at 95%.
Yeah. This is confusing and frustrating.
Shields at 50%.
So, that one is gone. And now?
Destabilization detected. Stability is severely degraded. At this rate, the anomaly will collapse quite soon.
Not if I care. We must scan an undetonated torpedo to obtain data on the biomass.
Shields at 95%. Shields at 95%. Shields at 95%. Shields at 30%.
Does the game know I'm not in the best mood right now for such shit? Obviously not.
Shields at 95%. Dr. Harlan and the captain must be doing all they can, but we likely don't have much time left.
Yeah. Happens.
Shields at 95%.
Then try to tell me what to do.
Shields at 50%. Shields at 95%.
Apollo, how much time?
I'm unsure, but it can't be long.
Hmm. Oh.
Shields at 95%. Shields at 95%. The pulses are becoming more regular. We should hurry.
That's not my problem.
Shields at 95%.
Yeah. So, do I die again? Or can I make it?
Shields at 95%. Shields at 50%.
Come on, reload. There's a tick. Probably is killing me, huh? So, can we report something here?
Incubator located.
Are you ready to begin?
Not really, because I don't know
Yes.
what you're
I'm
expecting.
in. My countermeasures are holding, but you'll need to trigger the maintenance mode immediately.
One down.
Excellent. Now
So.
for the second.
Maintenance mode activated.
Indeed. The cooling cells are now exposed. Remove them to trigger an overheat. The cells are locked behind a protective housing. Hurry. We can't have much time left.
Cells removed.
Perfect. You will need to remove the second array on the opposite side as well.
Additional cells removed.
The drive is beginning to overheat, but the launch sequence is still active. We must resort to brute force. Destroy the drive.
How?
Shields at 95%. The launch sequence is nearly complete. Jack is launching. Get clear of the torpedo immediately.
Main drive destroyed.
Launch sequence averted. That finally did it. I am able to unlock the incubator now. And we should do so quickly. It appears we may not have much time.
Incubator exposed.
Excellent. We should begin the scan immediately.
Ow. I don't have a scanner.
Jack, we should scan that. We should scan that incubator. We're too.
Yep. How?
Jack, we should scan that incubator.
I can just say again, how? I don't have a scanner anymore.
Jack, we should scan that incubator. We're too far away. Move closer and scan again.
Are you kidding me? Too far away.
Scanning.
Apollo.
Imprinting now. It should not be much longer. Just a moment longer. Data secured. Well done, Jack.
No
I suppose
objectives.
now we should simply wait for the anomaly's collapse.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, waiting.
It does appear to
For
be
coffee?
fairly unstable at this point. I estimate no more than a few minutes remain.
Very well.
Perhaps there is a way we could signal the doctor and Captain Rhodes that we are ready to return.
Were that viable, I would have expected them, or you, to have already suggested a means for doing so.
Certainly. However, I was attempting to prompt one of your creative solutions.
I see.
Creative.
The anomaly is going to close any moment now.
Preparing for return displacement. Jump imminent. Jack, are you here as well?
I'm absolutely here.
Surprisingly, yes.
Surprising indeed. Our plan was developed under the requirement that the anomaly's collapse would return us to 2537. Had this outcome appeared likely, I would have developed a contingency.
Do we have an alternative means of returning?
Given the limited resources available to us here, no, not that I am aware of.
13. Now that the anomaly has subsided, I have run an additional test of the beacon. Radiological interference is still too significant. Nonetheless, the beacon is prepared to transmit continuously once the radiation subsides. As such, I am now shifting my priority back to the primary objective. What is the status of your assessment?
Assessment complete.
Well done. Unfortunately, our lack of extended range communication leaves us unable to deliver your work to Titan Command. Therefore, we must enact the Message Enabler Protocol. Report back to me in the activation bay so that we may discuss the details.
Jack, assisting Delta 6 may be our best solution at this point. Both of Delta Squad's objectives are still viable, though unlikely. The radiation may subside in time for the beacon to warn the Ithaca.
And if it doesn't?
Then we follow protocol.
The Message in a Bottle Protocol.
Yes, it is a standardized Atlas procedure. In short, Delta 6 intends to store our assessment in a secure device until it can be recovered.
That information would disrupt the events of this timeline.
That is the intention, to prepare humanity to defeat the biomass sooner.
But then what happens to Liv?
We have no way of knowing. Our own limited experiences are the only concrete information we have regarding time travel. Simply put, there are too many confounding factors to even make an assessment.
I see.
It is, however, possible that once events here stabilize, we will be able to obtain help in returning to the future. Therefore, I advise we wait until the Ithaca or other Atlas personnel arrive. We can then reevaluate.
Very well, then we wait. I will inform Delta.
13. I did not receive a response. Do you copy?
Copy, Delta 6. I'm en route.
Copy. 6 out.
Okay. Delta Squad primary. Protocol dictates that in the event of communication failure, the threat assessment must be securely stored for retrieval. Return to wreckage of the Kronos 2. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, we can try. Come on.
Shields at 95%. We should return to Delta 6 and inform them we're ready to proceed.
Yep. You can help here like 50 times. Return. But not on the very important points, huh? Sure.
Shields at 95%. Shields at 50%.
Ah. Maybe that's a shotgun. Ah.
Delta 6 has routed all power to the activation bay for the beacon.
Jack, we should discuss our next steps with Delta 6.
Hmm. 13. You've returned. Let me know when you are ready to commence.
Let's begin.
Very well. Your new shell is right over there, awaiting your transfer.
My new shell.
Correct. Protocol dictates we should place the assessment data in the most secure storage solution available, Tier 6 or higher. That Series 11 shell should do nicely.
Mm-hmm.
That should make waiting for the Ithaca far simpler.
Understood, 6. I will transfer when ready.
Acknowledged. I will attempt further optimization of the beacon in the meantime.
I'll prepare the transfer. Initiate through your ARM computer when you're ready. Shields at 30%.
Okay, weapon is
Transfer appears
gone.
complete.
I have
Please
my
confirm.
scanners back. Confirm.
Affirmative, Delta 6. Transfer complete.
At least no weapon means I don't have to
You are
fight
now
those things.
integrated into the activation bay's power grid, which I have connected to a mobile reactor. It should provide ample power for both you and the beacon, especially once you've engaged your hibernation protocol. I will do my best to keep you and the power supply safe.
Acknowledged. Delta 6. Will you let me know if the anomaly reappears?
Peculiar. Very prudent. Very well. Initiate hibernation when ready.
I've set the protocol for timed disengagement so that we may awaken for the Ithaca's approximate arrival.
Excellent. It is unlikely anyone else will arrive in the meantime.
Indeed. Ready when you are, Jack.
Short nap.
Good luck, Delta 13.
Okay. Just sleeping. Yeah. Blue. Tage, 50 days. Hui.
Mugiwara says, quick lurk while I hit the shower. Zoobot says, Mugiwara is lurking now with all the other raccoons lurk.
Destination, Earth. End of transmission.
Status?
Unfortunately, it appears the radiation has not yet subsided. Unless Delta 6 managed to improve the beacon, the Ithaca will not be warned.
Delta 6, this is Delta 13. What is your status?
Delta 6 didn't do his
Delta
job.
6, status.
Bad roll.
I'm not picking them up on sensors either. However, there is a high-gain broadcast coming through. From the Ithaca. I'll patch it in.
Can we get out? No.
This is the SCI Ithaca automated nav transponder. Correction burn initiating. 3, 2, 1.
The vessel is passing by on its way to Earth.
Then, as anticipated, the beacon has failed. Effectively, we are witnessing the origin of the biomass outbreak.
Correct. This does appear to be the final moment from which the ensuing series of events could be changed. A tipping point, if you will.
What should we do now?
Without Delta 6, delivering our data on the base genetic material is far less tenable.
How so?
Simply put, we are back to not knowing what happens next. An Atlas team could arrive within the hour, or within a year.
Or never.
Precisely. Delta 6 would have been able to assist such a team in finding us while we're in hibernation. But without that, we must err on the side of extreme caution.
How long can we remain in hibernation?
The main issue is the lifespan of that mobile reactor. At current operation, it should last roughly 50 years. If we were to minimize the beacon's output, we could last roughly 500 years. But then I doubt anyone would find us.
What has our best odds for success?
Given that it is uncertain a cure could be developed with current technology, bringing the data back to Dr. Harlan certainly is a more reliable target. But how will he find us?
He probably won't. But Liv will.
Yes, she'll search for us once we fail to return. In fact, if we altered the beacon's message to one she would uniquely recognize,
And time its broadcast to resume when she would start searching.
then we should be easily found, with power to spare. Pausing beacon now. I'll set it to resume shortly after when we would have disappeared. Beacon set. The next time we awaken, it should be due to Captain Rhodes.
Okay, more
having
sleepy,
received our
sleepy?
message. Initiate hibernation when you're ready.
Okay. That's how to stretch a game. Dialogue, hibernating, dialogue, hibernating. So, 110 years?
Earth has been quarantined. Passage to and from is prohibited until further notice.
Okay, not 410 years.
Jack, listen.
Message to all
At least no
colonists.
radiation, no?
Do not, I repeat, do not attempt passage to Earth. Any and all traveling vessels, avert course to your nearest off-world settlement. All passage to and from Earth is prohibited until further notice.
It's a distress call from Earth.
And not the only one. I'm intercepting countless transmissions from ships disobeying orders, fleeing Earth.
We know every major event of the next 400 years. There must be some way to help.
We're already doing everything within our power. We should conserve energy, Jack.
Or as the subtitles say, injury. What? Hibernation? Sure. For under 10 years, that's enough time to eat a croissant. Huh? Nom nom. Interrupted. Sure.
Apollo, what is happening?
We're passing through a debris cloud. It is mostly comprised of smaller particulates of rock and ice. But sensors indicate a denser cluster on collision course.
How long before it reaches our position?
We have approximately 20 seconds before impact.
Oh, okay.
The trajectory places the affected area outside our immediate position. We will
10,
One sagt,
experience
9.
small status for me.
but this
Happy
may
says,
still
hiccup.
provide adequate
Oh no.
protection.
It's still green. Maybe it's Twitch this time?
Collision event. 3, 2, 1.
Kwon sagt, think it is okay again.
Yeah, this time there was nothing. Ah! Was that supposed to happen? Well, because I went into...
Evis says, blaming Twitch is always acceptable.
Tremors subsiding. Minimal damage to the activation bay.
You were saying?
The impact appears to have
Well, can we go back to sleep?
destroyed the mobile reactor.
Mobile reactor.
What are our options with limited power?
I now estimate we will fall short of reaching Dr. Harlan's time by nearly a century. Our only option now is to initiate a complete shutdown, to leave all remaining power for the beacon when it restarts in Harlan's time.
Ah, come
A
on.
complete shutdown would cause all non-essential data to be purged.
Yeah, come on.
Yes, but I should be able to preserve your critical memory banks, including the biomass data imprint. But as long as the distress call reaches the doctor and captain, they can retrieve this shell and transfer your preserved memory core. Good luck, Jack. Disabling all non-essential subsystems. Goodbye.
Apollo.
Goodbye. Can I go into hibernation? Okay. So, the end.
Corbin says, good evening.
Ah, still alive? Hey, Corbin. I know it's a shutdown, but
Initialize
Okay.
neural matrix.
Corbin says, oh, Buffergen?
Okay, mapping
Yep.
core protocols to target.
now it's red.
How much longer?
The transfer should go much faster now that we've finally isolated his core program.
Let's hope it's coming back.
Atlas Intelligence Systems. Artificial Neural Matrix version 11.312. Initialize boot sequence.
Shit. I think he's waking up.
It's green again.
Jack?
Hope it's better now.
Liv?
Yeah.
Good morning,
me.
sunshine.
Everything's alright. You're back on Holland's ship.
The scan data. Did you?
Yeah. We got it.
Dr. Harlan is already in the lab developing a countermeasure.
Been up there for hours now. I think you gave
Buffering
me
gun?
pack.
It's green.
You did good, Jack. Come on out. We'll see how it's going.
Oh, I can move? Woo. Okay, let's check. Yeah, everything is normal again. Buffering should be gone.
Evis says, I think this game missed the point on how to support Live Smile.
Maybe because it's an Oculus game? They're not too much friends with Liv. So, what are we gonna do? Taxi.
The anomaly. It collapsed.
Yes, we suspected as such.
I don't know what happened.
It was us. We fired the FTL. We wanted to give you as much time as we could. But we let it run too hot for too long.
Ah!
It appears they've already started another test. We'll have to wait until they finish.
Right. When it happened, you know, when the
buffering gone?
collapsed, I thought...
Hackhead Mixed Reality says, at Ivis I woulda had a crack at it if it weren't Oculus exclusive.
Yiked.
You thought we'd failed.
I thought I'd lost you. I was almost okay, you know? With being stuck in this crappy future. So long as it was you and me. But when I saw that FTL burn out, and you didn't come
Hackhead
back...
Mixed Reality says, hey oi.
Hey.
Don't ever do that to me again.
I'll do my best.
Stand by. I'll unseal the door.
See? Oh.
Affirmative. Stand by.
Dr. Harlan.
Dead.
You're here.
Yeah. Missed me?
Doctor, how is the cure progressing?
Quickly. I was right. The data you captured in the past was precisely what we needed to complete the gene sequence.
You have to do this, this, and this.
To be sure.
No?
But I think we may have a solution.
That was fast.
From where I'm sitting, it's about 4 centuries overdue.
I would think by now we can all agree time is a relative construct.
What's that?
New parameters are set. We're ready to run the next test.
My left hand is vibrating. I don't know why.
Give me real-time status on the monitors.
Okay, it's gone.
This is it.
Success! Good enough?
Treatment successful.
It worked.
It worked.
Just like that?
It's right there on the monitor. Zero metabolic activity.
Hey, Popcorn.
We did it.
Bye-bye.
Congratulations, Doctor.
We should refrain from celebrating just yet. We still need to determine how the treatment affects human subjects.
You really think there's that big of a risk?
It's possible. We can't know for certain until we conduct a proper test.
Apollo's right. We need to run the human trial.
What about you?
Prep the biobed. I'll feed you the parameters.
Affirmative, Doctor.
What do you think you're doing?
Taking my medicine.
Shouldn't we at least discuss it first?
There is no discussion. No,
I don't want to discuss it. Let him take it.
Chasing down this cure has been my life's work.
Right. And if something goes wrong, we're going to need your brain to fix it.
Captain Rhodes is right, Doctor. If you die, no one here would be able to carry on your work.
It's got to be me.
Okay, come on.
I agree. Liv is the more rational choice. However, under the circumstances, I find myself compelled to ignore rationality.
It's okay, Jack. This is the right call.
Do not retract the emitter array.
Tell me how this is going to work?
Just lay down. It will only hurt a bit.
of a very specific wavelength. Absorbing this energy will effectively terminate the biomass's metabolic processes, causing it to wither and die.
Think of it like a self-destruct command embedded in the biomass's base DNA.
Whoever designed it knew what they were creating and wanted a way to stop it if it ever got out of control.
Is this going to hurt?
I hope so.
If I said yes, would it change your mind?
Okay. Let's do it.
I want to take a moment to triple check the math before we begin.
Whatever you have to do.
I'll let you know when we are ready. Juno?
Yes, of course.
Jack, give me your hand.
What have I done to you?
It's okay to be scared.
I'm not scared.
You forget. I'm incapable of being scared.
Could have fooled me. Jack, look at me. This is going to work. Oh God, now don't you start. Go on.
Hackhead Mixed Reality says, your bedside manner is great.
We're ready if you are.
I'm good.
The game was bad to me, so...
Confirmed. Initiating counterpart emission now.
Oh,
Liv,
it's all right. I'm okay.
Vital signs are stable. Metabolic pathways in the infected cells are failing.
It's working.
Oh,
It's alive! Oh, wrong.
Cellular saturation in 10 seconds.
are you sure you're all right?
yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
That's it. Shut it down.
Liv, are you all right?
I'll say one thing. I'm never going to complain about those fabricators again. Well, what's the story? Did it work?
Go ahead. Tell her.
Doctor, are you sure you don't want to tell her yourself?
It should be you.
Before the day's out, if you don't mind.
Infection cleared. It worked.
Oh my God.
All traces of the biomass forms have been neutralized.
Apollo, is it acceptable to celebrate now?
It certainly appears.
So happy end. And know that Ron will kill us all, and then we have the end credits. Hmm?
Harlan, Thank
Oh
you.
la la.
Yes. Well, good then. So long as we are just floating here, do you mind if we keep walking? Now that we know the counterpass works, we should start working on better ways to administer it.
Harlan?
We'll need both focused and wide dispersion methods.
Dr. Harlan.
Let's draw up some schematics and feed them to the fabricators.
I already have a number of ideas that I think could serve.
Harlan.
What?
The treatment, Harlan? You still have to undergo the procedure.
Right. Yes, of course.
Juno, can you prep the bed for another dispersion?
It's already done.
Very well.
Well, don't take your hand.
Would you like Jack to hold your hand as well?
Start the procedure.
Very well. Stand by.
Ah.
Harlan, are you alright?
I guess he will die. Hmm?
Vitals nominal. Blood pressure slightly elevated, but still within acceptable limits. Heart rate 103 and rising.
Harlan?
Keep going.
Blood pressure spiking.
10 seconds to cellular saturation.
Something's wrong.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shutdown.
Vital stabilizing.
Well, I've had worse experiences. Though at the moment I can't really think of any.
Maybe I should have held his hand.
Harlan.
What?
Captain Rhodes?
What is it? What's wrong?
It didn't work. The biomass survived the treatment.
Harlan.
Juno, get me out of here.
I'll reset the biobed. We can try again.
No.
Perhaps the metrics were somehow altered between the two tests.
Juno.
Or maybe some cases simply require more than one cycle before clearing.
Juno, stop.
This isn't right. The treatment should have cleared both of us.
Apollo.
Yes, Doctor?
The biomass sample we were testing earlier, where was it from?
That particular sample was extracted from the wreckage of the Estrella.
So it was the more primitive strain.
That is correct.
I need a specimen from this time period. Something off the station.
I believe there is a sample from the research facility already seated in the cradle.
Rotate the sample into position.
Affirmative.
Alright, run test again. Same parameters as before.
Understood. Ready to execute.
Do it.
It's working. The sample is withering.
Wait.
Treatment. Ineffective.
Yeah, you don't say.
The biomass from this time period must have developed some form of inherent resistance to the treatment.
That would be my conclusion as well. The treatment eliminates the biomass from the past, but any form from this time period, it will only paralyze. Though at the moment, I can only speculate as to why this might be the case.
It's because it evolved. The biomass in the Estrella is still developing, still vulnerable. But the strain from this time period has been running rampant for 4 centuries. Nora was right. There really is no stopping it.
We're too late.
Only by about 100 or 200 years.
So that's it.
That's a bit.
We failed.
No. We didn't fail.
Harlan?
Does he want us to follow him?
I have no idea. But I'm going to. Harlan?
Wait.
We didn't fail. We just learned something new. We learned there's a window, a certain point in time wherein the biomass was still vulnerable, when it could be stopped.
Yeah, that point's long past.
You're right. If only we had some way to travel back in time.
Transmitting Jack's protocols back in time won't help us here, Doctor.
It's also impossible without a working FTL.
For that plan to work, Jack would have to physically bring a counterpulse device back with him. Something he can't do digitally.
I'm not talking about digital time travel.
Oh, I see.
Where have I seen this before?
Whee!
I believe that is one of the Estrella's FTL drives. I recall seeing a number of them while retrieving the fuel cell from the wreckage.
What do you think, Apollo? Could it work?
I'll need to run some models, but it's possible.
What the hell are you two on about?
I'll explain everything once Jack and I are on our way to the Estrella.
I'll explain later.
Hold
Well.
on! No one's going anywhere until one of you gives me something resembling an explanation.
Captain.
Ah, come on, out of the way.
No, if you want to send Jack back out to that plague-infested garbage scow, you have to at least give a reason.
And we will. But the longer we wait, the less chance we have to succeed. Captain, I know I've already asked far too much of you both, but I have taken this as far as it can go. I need your help to finish it.
Oh. What do you need us to do?
Jack, you and I will make our way back to the Estrella's drive bay. You'll need my assistance to unlock the FTL housing. Captain Rhodes, if you would remain here with Dr. Harlan, there's some specialized equipment you'll need to fabricate and assemble.
Oh. Brilliant.
Damaged.
Opening airlock.
Uh-huh. What?
Good luck.
I'm here.
Let us know when you've reached the Estrella.
Copy that.
Airlock cycling. Stand by.
Watch yourself over there, Jack. Don't let those ticks make too much hassle.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Zoabot says, Mugiwara is back now for more family-friendly entertainment. Rack attack.
Oh, you missed touching. Only hands. Just hold hands.
Yes.
Mugiwara says, oh no XD.
So, do you have an objective? Shit. Estrella. So I have, where? I have my thing. Do I have my thingies back? Okay.
Exiting portside airlock.
We need to make our way back to the Estrella, to the auxiliary drive bay.
Where's that?
All right, Apollo, you're on your way. I'm
Generator?
explanation.
We all agree, simply transmitting Jack's consciousness into the past won't work this time. However, if we were to appropriate one of the Estrella's remaining FTL drives, the Doctor and I believe we may be able to use it to return both you and Jack to the 22nd century.
You're saying
Now I have something.
go home?
I'm reticent to make any assurances.
Obtain FTL drive. To stop the biomass, we must use an Estrella FTL drive to physically return to 2126 and deploy the counterparts.
That was before we had the counterpulse.
Well, that's great, but do you have some way for Jack to administer it?
Jack, make your way to the nearest fabricator. I have a new modification for your shell.
Understood.
New modification, huh? Maybe a third hand to hold more hands. Come on.
The fabricator is just to the left of the bridge entrance.
Yeah. Some things are self-explanatory. Just help me when I'm lost. That would be nice. So.
Integration successful.
What do I have?
The new counterpulse device is ready to be equipped.
I expect you'll find it quite an effective tool for combating the biomass.
It's a weapon?
A focused counterpulse emitter. Based on a design from my own timeline and calibrated to the same wavelength as the treatment we administered via the medical pod.
This?
Cure gun. Nice.
Oh, gun again.
Understand, this device will only eliminate the older, more primitive biomass. The more evolved forms from this time period will just be temporarily incapacitated.
Okay, at least I have a laser pointer.
It should make short work of the biomass surrounding the Estrella.
And one shot is enough. Oh.
It's possible with more research data we could refine the treatment wavelength even further, making the device that much more efficient.
Which would allow the emitter to discharge more shots before overheating.
Certainly fixed you right up, didn't we?
We're ready to proceed to the drive bay. In the meantime, Captain Rhodes, I will need you to assemble a custom gantry to secure the FTL once it's in our possession. I've already fed the necessary specifications to the fabricators.
Good.
I'm in the mood for a bit of work.
So, we report this? We report this? Okay. Then we don't report this and go on. Whee!
Moving out into the debris field now.
Just get that FTL and get back here quick as you can.
Ah.
No sense spending any more time over
I
there.
forgot about that.
Agreed.
Alright, let's assume this works. Let's say you two track down a working FTL. We get it hooked up and Apollo manages to recreate a physical time jump that...
Wait, how did that work? That here?
To our own time. How exactly are we supposed to eliminate all the biomass once we're there? I mean, it's not like we can just set off a bomb and blow it all to smithereens. That's exactly what we're planning to do, isn't it?
Now I can scan it. Okay.
Not a bomb so much as a device that will
Do I still have time? Come on, come on, come on, come on.
across a widespread area.
So, a bomb.
Okay.
Yes, a bomb. But one that emits a counterpulse that should only be harmful to the biomass.
Brilliant.
I am a tactical AI. Most of my solutions tend to involve some form of explosions.
Okay.
How will we make this device?
I mean, I could do it, but my hands are a bit tied at the moment.
I can easily repurpose existing equipment to construct a counterpulse dispersion catalyst.
Cure bomb.
Very well. Cure bomb. We will also need a means of transport, ideally one that can regulate the catalyst's energy signature.
The cargo drones should be more than capable of assembling the materials we need.
Excellent. I will transmit the details.
Wait a second. How is Jack's reboot ability supposed to work in the past without the fabricator network?
My design for our makeshift transport includes a single fabricator to accommodate Jack's reboot for the duration of our mission. Once we've detonated the catalyst and are out of danger, we can address reintegrating Jack's protocols into an Atlas network.
Assuming all this goes to plan.
Well, yes. It would be rather difficult to operate on the opposite assumption.
Okay. Scanner. That one. Weapon. That one. And then maybe we fly outside. Huh?
Shields at 95%.
Can I kill you? Okay. I can. Just asking. No. Come here. Okay. So. We need to get up there. There's an activated thing. And there. So.
Jack, we should make for the Astrea's drive bay.
Ah, you didn't say.
95%.
Oh. So, let's try to head there.
Shields at 95%.
Shh. We can do it. No. Oh. That's not nice. Thank you. So. Just a bit. Oh, shall I? That's not a good idea, huh? But we can try. Okay, doesn't work. Then we just make a run for it. Oh, there are ticks, huh? Can I shoot on that far? Ah.
Jack, we should proceed to the drive bay.
Yeah,
The success of our mission depends on locating
Yeah,
viable
let me, leave me alone. I need a bit of time here. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay.
Shields at 95%.
Wrong way. Let me in.
I reached the drive bay.
How's it looking there?
More or less how we expected.
That bad, is it?
Jack, the removal process will require access to several mechanisms throughout.
Hey Calmplay says, you should probably listen to the robot in your ear.
You don't know me well, right?
I'll clear them out.
Listening?
Our aim is
Me?
to locate a viable FTL drive. We need one that is suitably infected with biomass, but not to the extent that it is overrun.
The Goldilocks FTL.
An accurate, if somewhat antiquated metaphor. Once we find a suitable drive, we'll need to remove it from its housing and extract it via the corresponding service port. The removal process is no easy task, but I can walk you through the procedure.
All clear, Apollo.
Acknowledged. Now then, we should start by identifying any FTLs that are still extractable. Look for drives
Everything
whose
dead?
locking pins are largely clear of biomass at the upper and lower extremities.
Understood. I'll see if there's a drive that's clear enough to move.
Anyone able to cross their fingers, do it now.
Given the damage the Estrella has sustained, I would not expect even a simple system such as this to remain operational. How was that achieved?
The Estrella was built for war. Her high level of redundancy and modularity limits most damage to the compartment that sustained it. In the case of that display, it is still receiving power from micro-generators and integrated capacitors.
All within that part of the ship?
All within that hallway.
We would never.
Okay, I think I got everything, huh?
So vulnerable to the biomass.
Suffice to say,
Hey
Doctor,
Calmplay
the
says,
biomass was
how
not
has the story been?
anticipated.
I haven't played this
Though
yet.
I'm afraid beyond that,
You haven't?
details are
Okay. Story is okay, but it seems a bit stretched at times. I have to say I rather like the first one a bit better. You have more options in the second one. But I feel they stretched it on purpose. And they mostly help on obvious things, and if you really need help, they are silent. So it's a bit annoying at times. So, do I have everything? Can examine this. No response. Triggering the thingies here is also hard. Okay, there's nothing to report. Okay. Then let's try fuel cell. Ah. Come on, you can do it. Obtain FTL drive. Inspect FTL drive locking pins to locate a pair free of biomass. Hey, come on.
Some biomass is present, but not enough to impede the locking pins. Now to inspect the opposite end. Some biomass infestation here, but it's minimal. Not enough to inhibit the locking pins. Stand by while I confirm the other end of the drive is clear.
I don't see anything, but I think we should go to the third one. Do we? Ah, no. Sometimes it's strange when those markers appear. Or not appear. Oh, okay.
Excessive biomass infestation. These locking pins won't be able to move. Moving on to the next drive.
We only have 3, or is there another room? Can we go? No, this is the entrance. What about there? Service port?
The service port appears to be in suitable condition for extraction. Now to inspect the drive.
What? Service pod. What should be the drive? Service pod. Other fuel cells.
I doubt this port can open, let alone accommodate an FTL drive. There's only one option left.
No? Okay, that is not an option, no? do you mean with one option left? Another service port I didn't see. What is that? Hello?
This terminal controls the drive?
Yes. Eventually, the terminal will allow you to move the drive along the service channel. For now, however, there is still the matter of finding an extractable drive.
Doesn't work. See, that's what I mean. No idea what they want me to do.
We'll need to inspect the drive's locking pins to determine if one is suitable for extraction.
I have inspected all of them. There is nothing. See? There's nothing. We have locking pins down there. Let's see. I can't report those.
Hey Calm Clay says, you should inspect harder.
So only one left. Aha.
The locking pins on this end also appear to be free of any obstruction.
Confirmed. Cursory inspection verified. Internal biomass growth is also suitable for our needs.
Is that our winner?
It certainly appears so.
So we're good to go?
Nearly. The FTL will first need to be primed, which requires filling the drive with an ionized fluid and stimulating a hybrid voltaic reaction.
Is that as dodgy as it sounds?
Priming
Getting a fluid and stimulating.
Procedure. Moving a drive after it's been primed is most certainly not.
How do we start the procedure?
The drive controls are offline. You'll need to initiate the process manually. Look for an access panel on the side of the FTL drive.
I hope you're speaking. Now you're speaking of this new marker.
Access panel located.
You'll have to cut your way in. Pull the lever inside and the drive will begin priming. Once the injection process is complete, I will funnel all remaining power in the drive bay to the FTL.
Drive priming initiated.
Injection complete.
Injection complete,
A sustained reaction by applying any remaining power. Stand by. Sustained reaction achieved. We're ready to remove the drive.
Outstanding.
What's next, Apollo?
The FTL drive is held in place by locking mechanisms at its upper and lower extremities. They must be manually released before the drive can be removed.
Got it. I'll release the locks.
The release mechanisms are housed within the drive moorings at both the top and bottom of the chamber. You will need to cut your way in.
Understood. I've gained access to the drive locking mechanisms.
The release control is located on the drive itself, between the locking pins.
But here's this one as well. Can I go inside? The upper side. Okay.
Bottom locking mechanism released.
Good. Once you release the upper lock, the drive should come free.
Upper side. How do we get inside? Nah. No. Bad tick. Bad. Hello? Bye-bye.
Drive unlocked.
Excellent. I've repowered a nearby control panel so you can complete the removal procedure. The controls will allow you to position the drive so it can be easily removed via cargo drone.
What about this one?
This terminal appears to have exceeded its purpose.
The terminal you need should still be operational. It is oriented to face our charged FTL drive.
Controls located.
To move the drive, simply grip the interface, then slide your hand toward the outer wall.
What?
Moving FTL into position.
Stay on there, Jack. That's our ride home.
I guess we're doing it right.
Once the drive reaches the outer wall, you can open the... Jack,
Open the...
Stand by. I'll deal with them.
They must have been drawn out by the drive's substantial energy signature.
Tick threat neutralized. Resuming removal process at the control terminal.
Once the drive reaches the outer wall, you can open the service port to make the drive available for retrieval.
The drive is in position. How do I open the service port?
Multi-operator release controls on either side of the hatch.
Same time? Same time. Okay, wait. Can we ride on it?
Removal process complete. The FTL drive is ready to be extracted.
Good work, Jack. Drones are on their way.
Copy that.
Oh, hello. Good round. Aha, it's a big drive.
Ready to depart with the cargo in T minus 10 seconds. If you plan to accompany the drive,
yep.
I suggest you take hold now. Departing in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters engaged.
Whee!
I'm exiting the drive bay.
Give the Estrella a wave as you go. Suppose this is the last we'll be seeing of her.
I'm afraid that's not entirely accurate. To ensure we eliminate all the biomass in the past, we will need to generate a counterpulse substantial enough to blanket the entire Kronos 2 or
I feel outside the shield.
We will have to venture into the remains of the Estrella that were left behind in 2126 and use the ship's primary drive exchange conduit to amplify the output of the cure bomb.
Kinda grows on you, doesn't it?
Not unlike a biomass infestation.
So, where am I in all this?
I will need you to accompany us into the wreckage. As acting captain of the Estrella, your authorization is required to access the primary drive bay.
Right. Well, I've nearly finished rigging up the gantry. Should be good to go by the time the drones turn up with the FTL. I'll see you back here shortly.
Acknowledged.
Okay. We don't need a shield here. Okay.
If our plan succeeds, it is unlikely you will be able to return to this timeline. If there are any outstanding tasks you'd like to finish, now might be the opportune time.
Understood.
It is an opportunity. Okay. What? Yeah, what? So.
Jack, over here.
Where?
Alright, Doc.
Hello.
He's rigged up. I think we're all set here.
Jack, I want to remind you again. Once we start this process, we are effectively locked in. Your shell will be exclusively paired to the fabricator on the rear of the transport rig. If you exceed its range, you will be forced to reboot. If you have any remaining tasks you'd like to address, this is your final opportunity.
I understand. I'm ready to begin.
Bye-bye, popcorn.
Very well. Moving FTL into position. Everyone, keep clear.
Will do. Clamps are set. Bring her in.
How are you feeling?
Better, actually. It's weird. I didn't notice how much the infection was affecting me until I was rid of it.
Imagine if the disease had had time to progress.
I'd really rather not, thanks.
Drive secured.
Confirmed. Connection established. The FTL is now linked to the station's power grid.
Reading vigorous biomass activity within the drive. The infection is feeding off the FTL's energy field.
I assume that's good.
It's expected. Begin diagnostic and compatibility check. Verify functionality of all drive components. This should only take a moment.
No problem.
A moment for...
We'll sit here in nervous anticipation.
Very well.
Anna, don't ask me things now. I wanted to drink.
You're concerned?
About having every molecule in my body yanked across all space and time. I'm a little nervous, yeah.
The odds of success are surprisingly favorable, especially when one considers all the variables at play.
I suppose we can work with that.
Diagnostic and compatibility check complete. Stand by while I reconfigure the FTL's drive settings to mirror the exact conditions that first sent the Estrella back in time.
Dr. Hart?
Yes, we have to get clear of the platform. I know.
Well, I guess this is it.
So it would seem. Captain, I want to say I'm sorry. I was wrong to keep you in the dark as long as I did. Perhaps if I trusted you sooner. In any case, I hope you can forgive me, though I don't expect you to. Right. Well, goodbye.
Dr. Harlan, thank you. What you're doing here, she'd be proud of you.
She'd be angry with me.
Oh, yeah, probably. But she'd still be proud.
Thank you. Both of you. For helping me put an end to this.
Doctor, we should really be going.
Yes. All right.
Good luck, Doctor.
To all of us.
FTL settings configured. As soon as the doctor is clear, we can begin spinning up the drive.
Farewell, Captain Rhodes.
It's a spin doctor.
Of course, always. Goodbye, Jack. I will make sure to permanently archive all of the time we have spent together.
Thanks,
Juno.
You're welcome. Good luck saving your timeline.
Popcorn?
What are we doing now?
All right, it's okay. Well, what do you say, Jack? You ready for this?
For what?
I am if you are.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be fun.
Apollo, we're clear.
Very well. Commencing final jump prep.
Whoa!
Listen. I realized I never properly thanked you.
You wanna hold my hand again?
Wow, everything.
That's what I'm here for.
Pretty sure hibernating for 4 centuries falls outside the scope of your directives.
Clearly, you and I have different interpretations of my directives.
Clearly.
Well, regardless, thank you.
Of course.
FTL spin-up complete. Drive reports green.
Remember, you need to trigger the device before the Ithaca reaches.
Green. Obvious it's green.
That should be enough to alter the course of events. Prevent the biomass from spreading.
Understood.
We'll get it done.
Transferring manual control to transport. Ready to execute jump.
Godspeed. To you both.
All right, Jack.
FTL engaged.
See you in a tick.
Jumping in 3, 2.
I'm blind. That crashed the game? Whoa! Crash report. That was too hard for the game, huh?
Pappy says, D.
Hackhead Mixed Reality says, yay.
So where did you save? Okay, now I need to get rid of the marker. So, let's see. Continue. Booting up that FTL drive is a lot. Can crash. Ay, 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 ay.
Okay, I'm on.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. It's just... Holy shit.
Yay! Bye bye, popcorn. Incredible.
I was going to say terrifying. But yeah, also pretty incredible. What about you? You alright?
Yeah, I restarted the game and now I'm okay. I'm an expert.
I've become somewhat of an expert when it comes to temporal displacement.
Though for my own part, I must say the physical method of time travel is significantly more turbulent.
So, are we just hanging out here? Well, what do we do?
This is the correct location, but is it the right time?
I think he was talking to you there, Apollo.
Cross-referencing astrometric positional data. Stand by. Confirmed. We have arrived just prior to the Ithaca's approach.
I think I see her. There. That bright dot just off Rhea. Jack, you see that?
Affirmative. I see it.
The vessel is closing fast. We have limited time.
Then let's not waste any more of it. The transport's good to go?
I'm still running diagnostics, but so far everything appears to be in working order.
Well, that'll have to do. We're on the clock.
Very well. Plotting a course for the Astrea's primary drive bay.
Popcorn? You're staying out here. See if you can find me a way to contact the Ithaca. Local comms just aren't going to cut it. We need a way to boost the signal. None of that. I promise. As soon as we finish hooking up the cure bomb, we'll come find you. Now go.
Course laid in. Transport rig prepped for departure. I would advise you both hold on.
Yeah.
Stand by for primary thruster burn. 3, 2, 1. Transport underway. Distance to primary drive exchange. 4,600 meters.
Whee!
That's quite a sight.
I should warn you, much of the Astrea remains highly irradiated. The transport's radiation dampener will shield us, but its range is limited. I advise you remain close to the rig at all times. Especially you, Captain Rhodes.
Stay clear of the flashpoints of radiation. Got it. Good safety tip.
Once we reach the drive bay, we'll need to connect the fuel cell directly into the Astrea's drive exchange conduit. That should amplify the counterpulse sufficiently enough to eliminate all the biomass in the sector.
You ready for this, Jack?
Sure. I haven't understood a thing, but yeah, let's do it.
Of a destroyed warship overrun with the most toxic and destructive life form mankind has ever encountered.
More or less. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, have fun.
I'm starting to think that I've been a bit of a terrible influence on you.
You're only just now coming to this realization?
Oh, shut up.
Approaching the Astrea's outer hull. Brace for deceleration.
Better hold on to something.
Now we just insert the thing.
The most direct route to the drive bay is via a service tunnel just beyond these doors.
How do we get them open?
I'll need direct access to the local system. There should be a control station just on the other side of that nearby airlock.
Right, let's go.
Perhaps those of us with reboot abilities should proceed first.
By all means.
Open the service tunnel, deliver the cure bomb. Yeah, we should open the service tunnel first, I guess, huh? No markers. And deliver the cure bomb. Okay. Let's try. Can I touch something now?
How does this area still have power?
No.
There are multiple redundancies in place to protect the engineering deck from power failure, even in the event of catastrophic structural damage. As you can see,
Good news for us.
not entirely. If the local power grid is still active, that means the biomass is as well.
Couldn't let me have just one bright spot, could you?
Patience, huh?
station is just up ahead. No sign of any significant biomass activity.
How long do you suppose that'll last?
Based on previous experience, probably not as long as we'd prefer.
Okay. Where do we go, my lovely?
Affirmative. They must have suffered some form of mechanical failure.
Yeah, I think so, dear.
Try the emergency release. You'll have to cut your way in.
Copy.
Mm-hmm.
Locking mechanisms released.
Doors open.
Area clear. No biomass presence. This is it. Jack, I'll need your help to overwrite the local protocols. There's an AI core installed in the upper terminal. Remove it and place it in the override slot.
Copy that.
That I can do.
Your
Maybe.
data scanner should still be compatible with the Astraeus technology. Once the core is secure in the override slot, scan the open port to initiate the transfer.
Core secured.
Data port open.
Commencing upload.
Override complete. Once you return the core to the upper terminal, I should have full access to all local systems.
No, okay.
Core locked in.
Access achieved. I have local control. Now all I need is the captain's authorization.
Right. This is Acting Captain Olivia Rhodes.
Can you make a bit light here?
Open the doors?
Oh, light.
Authorization accepted. Disabling security measures. Doors opening. Stand by. I'm moving the rig inside.
Right, come on, Jack. Let's get back out to the transport and...
Captain.
What is it?
I'm reading movement.
Shit.
Multiple biomass signatures closing on the transport.
I have a weapon.
Navcom is failing. I can't pilot the transport with those ticks draining its systems.
I can clear them off. Stand by.
Use the secondary airlock beyond the control station. It's your quickest route to the transport.
Got it. We're on our way.
Negative, Captain. You will need to remain inside.
No airlock?
The transport is too far out. You would die in seconds.
Right. Plenty of opening radiation.
If you die, our mission fails.
Your concern for my well-being is extremely touching. Thanks.
You're welcome. Airlock control
Out of the
should
way.
already be active. Cycling airlock. Stand by.
Might want to ready that counterpulse gadget of yours, Jack.
Affirmative. I'll signal you when it's all clear.
Pew pew.
I'm gonna just back up a bit here.
I count 3 tick forms on the transport, Jack. You'll need to neutralize all of them in order for me
3?
to regain
You said 4?
Acknowledged. That
Ah.
should be all of them. Apollo, can you confirm?
Confirmed.
Oh.
Transport power flow nominal. I've regained operational control.
Okay.
Make sure you pull up nice and close. I prefer my insides remain unliquefied.
Not to worry, Captain. You'll be well within the dampener's radius. There. That should be more than sufficient for the captain to safely board.
Liv, you are clear to exit.
Copy that. Come on.
We're flying? It's burning there. Okay, okay.
Engaging primary thrusters.
Huh.
Be advised. Adjusting course.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Course replotted. Brace for thruster reignition. Jack, I suggest keeping your counterpulse emitter armed. The biomass is likely to be much more prevalent as we move further inward.
Understood.
Just how bad is this going to get?
The primary drive bay is one of the most energy-intensive areas on the entire ship. We should expect the biomass
Can I fire on this thing?
to be
No.
proportionally dense.
You know, you could just say it's going to get really bad.
I thought that was what I said.
We appear to have another sealed door ahead.
Affirmative.
You have a plan for getting it open?
Shooting it?
That'll do.
Yes. My newfound control of the local systems is more extensive.
But once it worked.
Certainly a welcome change of pace.
Though rather short-lived, I'm afraid. I expect the door to the primary drive bay will require a bit more effort to open.
Well, they wouldn't want us to get spotted.
More effort, so I shot twice. See?
Proximity alert.
Jack, look out.
Firing braking thrusters.
That's the last of them. Apollo.
Affirmative.
Nicely done.
Hmm.
I don't think a single tick made it to the
I know how
transport.
to shoot.
Most fortunately for you, Captain. Though the ticks do appear to be more interested in the transport than you or Jack. Preparing to resume course. Please hold on.
We're on. Let's go.
Acknowledged. Resuming course. We should be coming up on the drive bay shortly.
Popcorn. Popcorn. Reed. Coming up on the drive bay. How are things looking your end? You find me a way to talk to the Ithaca? There's got to be something in that mess we can cobble together. Keep looking. I don't need much. Just enough to get a signal out. Could be Morse code for all I care. Just so long as the Ithaca can hear it. Okay. Well, copy that, I guess. Keep me posted. How much further, Apollo?
The drive bay is just up ahead.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Tracking movement ahead. More ticks inbound.
Nah.
They just keep coming.
And dead.
I think that's the last of them.
Approaching destination. Reducing speed. The primary drive bay is just beyond these doors.
Alright, let's get them open.
There's an airlock nearby that will take you to the control station.
Mm-hmm. Can I shoot?
I'll proceed first.
Right behind you.
Oh, this way. Not there. Okay. Oh? It's not activated.
Popcorn, do you read?
Radiological interference from the Estrella is disrupting our local comms. We should be able to re-establish contact once we're clear of the wreckage.
And then a step to the right.
Escape pods?
That's correct.
Do they still work?
Surprisingly, yes. The pods are still registering as functional.
Oh.
Let's proceed to the control station.
Should be somewhere, yeah?
Biomass from the drive bay has spread to the door controls.
What about the emergency release?
There is considerable buildup around the panel, but it looks to still be accessible.
I'll take a look.
You could use your counterpulse emitter to nullify any threat from the biomass.
But I don't see it.
Jack,
yeah?
Can you confirm the emergency release is still accessible?
No, I can't. Because I don't know where it is. Probably behind that thing. So, what now? I don't see it. Cool. Okay. So, can I teleport that thing? I don't have that long arm.
Got it. Opening door.
Through here.
As before, our first step is to rewrite the local protocols. The procedure is identical to the one we performed earlier.
I don't see a
Where's
core.
the AI core?
Yeah.
It's not in the terminal.
One of the engineers must have removed it during the initial outbreak. An attempt to seal the drive bay. It's likely the core is still close by. We should search the adjoining rooms. Expect considerable biomass presence.
Sure.
I'll keep an eye on the transport.
I won't be long.
Searching the core, huh? So we're playing hide and seek? Give me that thing. Ha! I think there it is, huh? How do we get to there? Is that the core?
Jack, we need to retrieve the AI core or we won't be able to access the drive bay.
Up there. No? It's also a window? Yeah. How do we get inside? This open? This is open.
There, at the far end of the corridor. The core appears to be intact. We just have to reach it.
Got it. Liv, I have the core. I'm heading back to you.
Copy that. See you shortly.
Let me out.
Nicely done. We're sure the core's in good shape, Apollo?
We'll know for certain once Jack places it in the override slot.
Core in place.
Data port is open.
So, scanning. Got it.
Commencing data.
I shot it.
Override successful.
Copy. Returning core to upper terminal. Core locked in.
Protocol remapping successful. Local access granted. I can now open the drive bay. On your authorization, Captain.
Right.
Open sesame.
This is Acting Captain Olivia Rhodes. Open the drive bay.
Authorization accepted. Security measures lifted.
Remarkable. The biomass has all but overtaken the chamber.
It's overriding the existing environment, building a new ecosystem. The infestation is worse than I anticipated.
This is what happens to Earth.
More accurately, what will happen if we fail to accomplish our mission.
So, then back. Come on.
Alright. Alright. Got a job to do. So, let's get to it.
Captain, I'm afraid given the state of the drive bay, I cannot allow you to accompany us inside.
What? No. I'm staying. I'm with you.
Liv can handle herself, Apollo.
If these new readings are any indication, the drive bay is far too dangerous an environment for a human being. The odds of the captain's
Coming or not?
are close to zero. And that is not an exaggeration.
Right. Well, I suppose as far as arguments go, that's not the worst.
So,
Okay. Okay,
new plan. I go.
I'm going to track down Popcorn, see if we can work out a way to make contact
You get
with
popcorn.
The escape pods are good to go, Apollo?
Affirmative. I've already plotted the coordinates. Simply climb inside and seal the canopy.
Good. Keep this comms channel open. I don't care if the signal gets spotty. I want constant communication.
Understood.
Jack? Good luck.
You too, Olivia.
Be sure to come back in one piece, yeah?
I assume that's an order.
Bloody well right it is.
Transport is ready to depart. I will do my utmost to navigate a safe route through the drive bay.
So.
All right, I'm on board.
Hold for acceleration.
Liv, Apollo and I are making our way into the drive bay.
Copy that. I'm closing up the escape pod.
Acknowledged. Safe travels.
Yeah, to both of us.
Ignite Shadow sagt, darf das Game.
Yeah, good night. Can be annoying at times.
Jack, come in. I'm clear of the
Ignite
entire
Shadow
wreckage.
sagt, feels ideal. Warning.
Ride was a touch shaky, but I'll manage.
Yeah. I'm
Hackhead
trying.
Mixed Reality says, hey Attackernite Shadow Moss.
We are trying to reach the end. It's okay.
Contact the Ithaca and hope he turns up.
No!
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
Trying.
Right then, I'll keep you posted.
Come on. Just hold still and I'll shoot you. It won't hurt much.
Von sagt, Gremlin Eis.
Maybe it burns, but it won't hurt much. Bye. Nah. Maybe we go more forward.
Jack,
Yeah?
we may have a problem.
What is it?
Wow,
Power to the
surprise.
drive exchange conduit appears to have been cut off. The conduit must be fully powered if we are to
Imagine a
sufficiently
problem.
amplify the counterpulse blast wave.
What are our options?
Our best course of action is to try and reroute power from another system.
Then let's do it.
There's a junction nearby that should still be functional. Adjusting course. Hold on.
Liv, we've run into a power flow issue. We have to briefly divert course.
Do what you have to do, but do it fast. The Ithaca fleet's getting close. I make out at least 3 more ships in the distance.
How close are we to making contact?
Still working on it. There's just not that much to work with.
What?
If I could maybe find one of our old geosensors, I could put its
Liv.
Might be enough to get a signal out.
Liv, you're breaking up. Liv.
Interference from the Estrella is disrupting the signal.
Is there any way to get her back?
I'm afraid there's not much I can do. However, the captain is actively working on boosting the comm signal to reach the Ithaca. If she succeeds, it's possible we'll be able to re-establish contact.
Understood.
The objective. Okay.
This is it. These junction controls should allow you to divert power to the exchange conduit.
Restore conduit power. Primary drive exchange conduit. Must be fully powered in order to sufficiently amplify the counterpulse blast wave. And deliver the Q bomb. Come on.
Power flow takes inbound.
Where to? Ah!
Shields at 50%.
Where did they come from? Wrong. Gimme this here. Pew! I shoot myself. So, was that supposed to happen? Or where do we route that? To the left?
Power rerouted. The exchange conduit is operating at maximum capacity. Well done. Return to the transport and we'll proceed onward.
Coming. Oh. Shh. So.
That's it. We're clear for now.
Oh yeah, we wanted to stay a bit more forward. Whee!
Incoming multiple ticks.
Multiple? I see 2. More. 3. 4.
Jack, do you copy?
Liv, say again.
Easy.
There's too much interference. I keep losing your signal.
Liv, can you hear me? Olivia.
Jack, I'm losing you.
Liv, are you there? Olivia.
It's no use, Jack. She's not receiving us. Ticks on approach.
Okay. Oh, there was something. Ah!
Ticks inbound.
Jack?
Shh.
Jack, I don't
Easy.
know if you can hear me.
Liv, I read you.
If there's any chance you can still hear this, I'm going to keep working on the comms, but if I can't...
Liv.
Jack, we need to focus. We're closing in on the exchange conduit. We've arrived. We'll need to connect the catalyst to one of the conduit's fuel cell housings. This will allow the device to trigger a cascading reaction that will amplify the blast radius enough to eliminate all the biomass in this sector.
Does it matter which housing we use?
We should start by identifying which housings are still operational. Look for any housings with a working data port and call them out.
Got it.
Shields at 95%.
I think we can safely rule out this housing as well.
I concur.
Wow. Okay.
Negative on this housing.
So we stay here. Okay.
What about housing B3?
Negative. There's too much biomass clogging the mechanism.
All right, let's move on.
I'll circle the conduit so we can inspect the remaining housings.
Oh, thank you.
Housing D4 might still be salvageable.
Biomass presence is moderate, but still enough to be a problem.
Hello?
Housing C1 still appears functional.
Unfortunately, biomass presence around the couplings is too severe.
Copy. Let's keep looking. Excessive biomass presence.
Valid assessment. Housing is no longer functional.
This housing is far too infested. There's nothing we can do here.
Yes, I'd have to agree. Resuming flight path.
Sure. What about that?
The housing's data port is defective. Nothing to be done here.
Agreed. We seem to be running out of options.
Yeah.
There's still housings left to inspect. Let's keep looking. Significant biomass presence. Housing is unusable.
I agree.
Rampant infestation. Housing appears inoperable.
A valid assessment.
Come on. Give me the dialogue.
What about this housing? E3.
No?
I'm afraid not.
No?
The infection appears to have penetrated the outer casing. The internal components are likely teeming with biomass. Continuing orbit.
Sure.
The housing looks clear, but the data port is unsalvageable.
Unfortunate. The housing might have otherwise been a suitable candidate.
Yeah, G4, come on.
There, housing G4. That looks to be our best option.
Data port is functional. No visible infestation. I agree. That housing does appear to be our most optimal solution. Well spotted. All other housings appear either offline or infected.
Good robot.
I believe
Good.
This is our only chance.
Can you bring us within dampener range?
Affirmative. Maneuvering thrusters engaged.
Jack? Signal.
Live.
Her signal's only getting worse. You'll need to scan the data port to activate the fuel housing.
Housing open.
Now, use the release controls to eject the old cell. Remember, both controls must be operated simultaneously.
Copy. Fuel cell removed.
Stand by while I align the transport to the housing. Please keep clear.
Okay, alright.
Catalyst in place. Now use the same controls as before to secure the device.
Okay.
Apollo, what's happening?
The power clamp's anode coupling failed to engage. Without a proper connection to the conduit, we won't be able to trigger the reaction we need to detonate.
Can the coupling be repaired?
Unknown. We'll need to get a closer look.
Copy. Moving to inspect.
What are we inspecting?
Kwon sagt, something.
Move closer, yeah, but I don't see anything.
We should assess the damage to the coupling.
Coupling. Didn't I see coupling here? Yeah, so. How close? That close. Come on.
There was a small pocket of biomass here. Infection
There was.
neutralized.
That is disconcerting. We should nullify that infestation immediately.
Understood.
We should probably clear the remains. The nodule is small enough that you should be able to burn it away with your cutter.
Biomass removed. What about now, Apollo? Can you engage the coupling?
Negative. The damage is too extensive. With the coupling disabled, we have no way to bridge the connection.
Then we find a new solution. We have to. The Ithaca's almost here. Manual extrication of the coupling does not appear possible. What if I use my shell to complete the connection? If I hold both the anode and the coupling, the current should pass straight through.
Yes, but once the circuit goes live, the resulting energy surge would destroy your shell.
Then I'll simply reboot.
At this range, the counterpulse wave will undoubtedly disable the transport's fabricator. You would be unable to reboot.
Are there any alternatives?
We could try using the fabricator to construct something to bridge the gap. Though without access to the full archive of schematics, our options are exceedingly limited. Give me a moment to locate and print the most tenable option.
Okay.
Fabrication complete. The component is ready. Try positioning it such that it makes contact with both the anode and the coupling.
That? Can I grab that? Okay.
Energizing.
Shields at 95%.
Energize me.
We can't establish a stable connection.
With a simple touch.
Simply doesn't fit.
Are there any other
Oh, it doesn't
components we
fit.
can try?
Nothing in the fabricator's local memory. I recommend we consider other solutions.
Okay, so this is shit. Is it?
Shields at 50%.
I assure you, Jack, the component is insufficient for our purposes.
I assure you. Yeah.
There's no other option. I have to bridge the connection myself.
Come on.
I am sorry to say it,
Come on.
but I must concur.
What do I need to do?
Stand by while I prep the catalyst for diffusion. Jack, would you like to try contacting Captain Rhodes again?
No.
If it's at all possible, yes. I should say goodbye.
I will boost the signal as best I can.
Okay, let me drink something and say goodbye.
Liv, do you copy?
Jack! Jack, are you there?
I'm here. I read you, Liv.
Jack! Thank God. I thought I'd lost you.
Liv.
You will.
There's a problem.
What do you mean? What sort of problem?
There's a malfunction. I'll have to use my own shell to complete the connection and detonate the device.
What? Jack, no! You can't! The EM surge will fry the fabricator. I won't be able to reboot.
I understand.
You could die. Jack, wait. Just hold on. Let me see if I can find another way for you to reboot. One of your old activation pods. Something.
Liv. It's all right. I know what I'm doing.
No! God damn it, Jack.
I always know what I'm doing. No.
I'm not doing this.
Enjoy your safety, so to disobey, there's no time.
Apollo!
Oh!
Apollo!
I was too
There's
late.
got to be something. Some long-shot plan.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Jack! Please!
Circuit is now going fine.
Understood.
No! Wait! Don't! There's still time! I can fix this!
No, there's no time.
Jack!
We do it.
I can't let you do it, Jack!
We do it. We have 10 seconds for a solution.
Take hold of the anode and the coupling. Now.
Jack, please! Don't leave me!
Goodbye, Olivia.
I wonder if the game has 2 outcomes. Probably not. Am I dead? Wow, it is really the end. Okay. Oh no. No happy end. For Jack. Okay, let's try to drink. Now Jake wakes up. Good morning, sunshine. There's something coming, huh? Suspend power mode.
Captain Rhodes, active. It is the Echo unit.
Huh? Huh? Okay. Popcorn. Come here.
Easy, popcorn. Going as fast as I can. Jack?
Good morning, sunshine.
Oh my god. Jack. Jack, It's really you.
Morning, sunshine. Yeah, we take
Morning, sunshine.
Everything's gonna be alright, Jack.
Captain Rhodes. Captain Rhodes, certificate actual. Do you have the Echo unit?
Say again, Ithaca?
I said, do you have him?
That's affirmative, Ithaca. I have him.
Copy that. Stand by for rescue.
Come on, Jack. It's okay. I've got you.
Yay! Everybody lives. Okay. Just half an hour longer. Yeah, if we would have started earlier. Thanks, Vodafone. We would have made it. Okay! Then... if I'm still stable, then off to Ortica. I guess I'm still stable, huh? I hope so. Let me have a look. Should be stable.
Von sagt.
Okay. Then, be right back and then quick to Ortica.